Hello everyone, Luke here, welcome back to the channel. So yesterday we got dropped off a couple of these, and this one is a CrossFit and this is an exercise bike. So against each other we decided to do a bit of a competition, and that is to convert these into generators, and whoever does the best one doesn't have to make coffee for the rest of the week. Okay, so there is absolutely no way I'm going to be losing this competition. So the first thing that I actually have to do is start taking this thing apart so I can see actually how this works and how I'm actually going to attach my generator. So let's get this thing dismantled. And there we go, we finally got this dismantled, and there's one thing to notice, and that is this mechanism is the exact same as on the exercise bike, which I do think is kind of cool. So fingers in your ears because there's a spoiler alert coming. Rob is actually going to be attaching magnets around this and making this the rotor to generate, whilst I'm going to be doing something slightly different, and that is I'm going to be using this and using a drive belt to actually generate from this motor. So let's actually get this set up and see what it can do. Rightio, so I actually finished mounting the alternator and I finally got it attached to the CrossFit. As you can see, it comes straight off the flywheel, straight onto the alternator. So the next thing to do is to put the rest of this plastic casing back on. If it needs modifying, modify it a little bit, and then we can finally attach it up to a multimeter and see what kind of results we're going to generate. So let's do it. And there we go, everything has now been set up, and what I've done is I've attached my variable power supply to the alternator, and I'm going to put around 2 volts down it. And there's something to note about this: if you want more resistance, you can up the voltage, therefore you're going to generate a little bit more, and if the resistance is a bit too much on the exercise machine, then you can turn the voltage down, making it easier, but you're going to generate just a little bit less. So let's get everything turned on and see actually how much we can generate. So what I've actually done is I've set it to around 4 volts because at 2 volts the resistance was actually a little bit too low for me. I guess it's because I'm a big lad, but let's go, let's see how much it can generate. So that was around 17 volts. Let's see how much that is in the way of amps. Right, so now we've tested the voltage, let's see it actually do some work. So I've got my pip set up on the light down there because, well, this thing is massive and it's hard to get everything into one frame. So, let's give it a go. There we go!
Come on, you bad boy! Let's do some amps.
Easy peasy.
Let's do some amps.
Yes, let's do some amps. Rightio, so now we see it actually do some work. Let's see how much it actually generates in the way of amps. Whoa! 4.5!
I guess I'm making the coffee. Curses! I should have used more coils.
So all in all, we generated around 126 watts, which is absolutely insane, but you've got to bear in mind that we used around 20 watts to power that rotor. So our net total of generation is around 100 watts. That is insane. And there we go, looks like I'm the winner and Rob's going to be making the cups of coffee for the next week.
Cheat.
But with that being said, that does bring me to the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments, and I'll try my best to answer them all. Anyway guys, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you later.